All right, so here we go. The key for 1.3. So let's get started here. Okay, so use a protractor to find each of them at angle, then classify them as acute, right, or obtuse. So we got to find the measure. V, let's see, VXW. So VXW, 0 and 15. So we can just do 0 minus 15. Again, I'll do one of these out. So absolute value gives me just 15. So this is 15 degrees, which makes it acute because it's between 0 and 90. All right. Let's make this a little less here. And then we can do the next one. So TXW. All right, so this opens up. It looks like 105 degrees. And so that's just 0 minus 105 again. And so that's going to be greater than 90, but less than 180. So that's obtuse. And then we have, was it RXU? So we have RXU. We can start from 0 on this side. So R to X, it's open to 110. So 110 degrees, and that is also obtuse. So anything from 0 to 90, between 0 and 90 is acute. Anything between 90 and 180 is obtuse. 90, of course, is a right angle, and 180 is a straight angle. So we're pretty good there. Oops, it goes down too far. Let's try this. Don't look like that. Oh, yeah, good. All right. Let's see. Number 3. L is on the interior of JKM. So, of course, I'm not just going to not draw this. I'm going to draw this. Let's make that a little thinner. Maybe let's make it blue. So we're going to say angle. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but JKM. So M is your vertex angle there. It says L is on the interior. So point L is right there. So we can go ahead and, again, get a general idea. Of course, it's easier to draw, not on this drawing pad, but on the actual paper, probably. All right, so JKL is 42 degrees. The measure of angle LKM. So LKM is 28. So in this case, right, if we're trying to find JKM, which is the whole thing, we just add them together, right? So it's just going to be 70 degrees. So I could write the whole thing out as with a measure of angle JKM equals 70 degrees. I'll just sort of keep it right there. Okay. So I'm just going to do another color instead. So we can do the same diagram. So let's see, LKM. So LKM is going to be 56.4, separate problem, degrees. And then we have JKM, so that's the whole thing, is 82.5 degrees. So I just go ahead and say, 82.5 degrees. So in this case, we're trying to find LKM. So JKL is that this right here is actually JKL, sorry. But either way, we're going to subtract it to find what's left over. So 82.5 minus 56.4. And that is going to be, let's see, for, I should have got a calculator out, but whatever, 26.1. Yeah, maybe. Let's go with that. All right. And so that is going to be, of course, the answer for this one. Again, if I did the math part wrong, that's just that subtraction right there. I don't know. I'm doing this way too early in the morning right now. Okay. All right. So we have, now we're getting into some bisecting problems. So maybe we're going to need the space here. So, all right. So I'm going to draw this out down here for number 9. We're going to say, that, let's make this a little thicker and we'll make it a darker color so I can see. So we're going to say, we have angle ABC. So angle ABC. And in this case, it actually bisects. So bisects doesn't mean in the interior, and just it could be, partially. That, like, essentially in this last one, it was this angle plus this angle equals the whole angle. In this case, we know for a fact that these two angles are going to be congruent. I'll go ahead and mark them congruent. And then it says ABD. Wait, it says ray BD, so that's D. ABD is 6x plus 4, and DBC is 8x minus 4. So in this case, we know those two are congruent, so our equation is just going to be setting them equal to each other, right? And then, of course, we can subtract 6x from both sides, get 2x. We can add 4 to both sides and get 8. So x equals 4. It does say to find the measure of A, B, D. So we can just plug that back in. So 6 times 4 is 24, plus 4, 28 degrees. So, it would basically 6 times 4 plus 4 equals 28. So we know that the measure of angle ABD equals 28 degrees. All right. And then we'll do the next one in this color, sure. Because the diagram is essentially the same, right? So in this case, though, we have ABD is 5y minus 3. And we have DBC. DBC is 3y plus 15. So the setup is pretty much the same thing, right? Those two things are equal to each other. So in this case, 5y minus 3 equals 3y plus 15. We get 2y if we subtract 3y, and then we're going to add to both sides. We get 18, so y equals 9. And now we want to find ABC, which is the whole angle. Well, I can just plug it into one of them. So I'm going to plug it into 5 times 9 minus 3. So 45 minus 3 is 42 degrees. Right, but 42 degrees is just one half of it. So I'm going to double it to 84 degrees. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. So that would be, again, the measure that we're looking for, the measure of angle ABC. Bingo. All right. Clear this out, head to the next and last page. All right, these are going to be kind of repeats, the ones that we did, but again, always drawing it out, right? R, S, T. It says S, P bisect, so specifically those are going to be congruent. We have RSP is 3x minus 2. We have PST is 9x minus 26. They equal each other, right? So we can actually just solve that, right? And we get 24, so x equals 4. And we're trying to find RST, which is the whole thing. So let's find one half of it. So it's going to be 3 times 4 minus 2. So 12 minus 2 is 10. And then we're going to multiply that by 2 because we just found half of it. We just found this angle, right? It was here was 10 degrees. So we're going to double it to get the whole thing, the measure of angle RST. So it's being careful which angles we're actually trying to find a lot of times. And again, I could have made a mistake. It's possible. Okay, so let's look at the next one. All right, we're all looking at this diagram for this one. So it says AOC. So measure of AOC is 7x minus 2. So I'll label that DOC. DOC is 2x plus 8. EOD is 27. All right, so basically what we're looking at is that we know that sort of this angle right here, angle EOA, in other words, the flat one, is a straight angle. It's going to be 180 degrees, right? So if it's 180 degrees, we know that essentially this plus this, right, plus this is 180 degrees. So if we have all three of these things, we know that these three things are going to add to 180. So we can just do that. We can say, well, 7. We can say, okay, I don't know why it's doing all that, but tap it in. I don't know. All right, we're going to work on that. But we know that 7x minus 2, right, is this whole one. So 7x minus 2 plus, sorry, I couldn't see the cursor. Let's go up here. All right, so plus 2x plus 8 plus 27 does give you 180, right? All three of those angles are not supplementary. Well, we didn't talk about that yet, but they add up to 180. They form a straight angle, so we know that their measure is going to be 180. So we can simplify all our terms over here. We get 9x. We get 35 minus 2, 32. Plus 32, right? Equals 180. And I'm going to have to, hopefully I can finish this one, but I'm going to have to get another video. But 9x equals, yeah, it's actually going to stop. So I'm going to finish this problem up on the next video. So stay tuned.